The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Hello everybody, welcome to the island of Sodor.
Emily the Emerald Engine, Story 3, The Sea Monster, based on Emily's New Route by James Mason. Over the next few days, Emily helped James shift trucks to and from Aldborough. The line was by the sea, along sandy beaches. In all honesty, it was rather nice, and soon Emily forgot all about the idea of sea monsters. Then the rain came. It rained for days and days. The sandy beaches were no longer inviting, as the ocean angrily lapped against the shore. One day, Emily was preparing to leave with a train of trucks as usual. Just then a workman came over. "I just want to warn you that the heavy rain has weakened the cliff face. There might be a risk of a landslide, so drive slowly and carefully. You never know what could be around the corner." "Thank you, sir," smiled Emily. She didn't really like going slowly. It wasn't what she was built for. So Emily went along the coastal track. Unlike the flower trucks, these ones remained well behaved and followed behind her quietly. Emily had done this route so many times now she began to space out, not fully paying attention. She just so happened to glance down at the water. Then she saw it. A dark shape moving about in the sea, and it wasn't alone. Two other shapes were moving along after it. Emily stared hard at them for a moment. Then she gasped. "It's the sea monster!" "Sea monster?" cried the trucks. "Hurry, Emily! Hurry! Get us out of here!" Emily forgot all about going slow, and she raced away to Aldborough Harbour as fast as she could. Back in those days, Aldborough Harbour used to meet up with the Mid-Sodor Railway, which was once the biggest narrow gauge railway on the island. Emily would often meet some of its engines here. She wondered if any of them knew of any sea monster. She decided to ask one of them once she arrived. Unfortunately, she made the mistake of asking Tim the tram. Tim was a nice engine, he wasn't the brightest. He used to work in a busy city, moving coaches of packed passengers all across the busy streets. He wasn't used to the countryside life or even the ocean. As a result, he was quick to jump to conclusions about things he didn't fully understand, and get spooked rather easily. "Tim," Emily began, "this might be a strange question." "Oh yeah, what's up?" "Have you heard of, sea monsters living around this area?" Tim's face went pale. Sea monsters?" he asked. "Yeah, I thought I saw something earlier in the water. Dark sheep swimming just below the surface." "Oh no," cried Tim. Albert was right. There really is something in the water. "What?" gasped Emily, confused. "Yeah, well, if you saw them, they must be real. I must warn the others. Sorry, Emily, but I've got to go." And Tim hurried away as fast as he could, leaving a terrified Emily behind. She was now very worried about going back up to Tidmouth. On her way back, Emily was constantly glancing down at the ocean. The trucks were worried too. "Do you see anything?" "Tread carefully," they whispered to each other. "Shush!" snapped Emily. "I'm trying to concentrate." Emily was too busy staring at the water. She almost didn't see what was right in front of her. But the driver did. "Whoa, girl!" he said, applying the brakes. Emily looked up and gasped. Right before her eyes, The cliff face was moving? Yes, the ground was rumbling, and rocks and chunks of earth came pouring down, blocking the line. Emily screeched her brakes and stopped an inch away from the landslide. She couldn't go on. Her driver, fireman and guard all got out and decided to discuss their next plan of action. Emily, meanwhile, just wanted to get out of there as fast as she could. Then she saw it. 5 dark shapes moving about in the water, heading straight towards the beach. "The sea monster's coming!" she cried. Her boiler quivered and her valves rattled. She wanted to steam away, but she couldn't. Her driver wasn't in the cab. "What's she going on about?" asked the guard. "She's been like this all day," sighed the driver. "I don't know what the matter is." "Look!" cried the fireman, pointing towards the sea. Everyone turned to see the dark shapes moving towards land. At last, the water settled, and Emily could see what the monsters really were. "Are those seals?" she cried. Sure enough, a family of 5 seals came and sat on the beach. Her driver laughed. "There's your monster, Emily." Emily felt very silly indeed. Emily is no longer afraid of the Oldsborough line, for now she knows there are no sea monsters. She's always happy when she sees the seals, for she knows that they can do no harm. Tim was very relieved when Emily told him what the sea monsters really were. However, he was very cross when he found out that the rumours were started by his friend Albert. "I just thought it was rather funny," was Albert's only comment.